I've had my heart broken into, but something's different next to you. It's like my soul is set on fire, but oh, I'm starting to feel tired. 'Cause I can run, but I can't hide the feelings that I know I can't keep bottled up inside. And all I wanna know is, are you ready for the ride? What have I been waiting for? Oh, I can run, but I can't hide the feelings that I know. Take my hand, this ain't for show. I can't keep on this road alone. And all this time I thought I knew, but all this time oh, it's been you. 'Cause I can run, but I can't hide the feelings that I know I can't keep bottled up inside. And all I wanna know is, are you ready for
This broadcast is a production of Oneida Indians Live and the Oneida Special School District. No part of the audio or video from this broadcast may be redistributed or retransmitted without express written consent from the Oneida Special School District.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Jane Terry Hoffman Field on the campus of Oneida Elementary School. It is District 2A tournament play here this evening as the Oneida Indians host the Royals of Eagleton College and Career Academy. Bo Kidd here with the call. I'll be joined later on here in the broadcast by Stuart Jones as well, as the Indians look to secure their spot in the District 2A tournament championship game on Thursday night with a win here this evening over the Royals. These two teams met earlier on in the season, as Eagleton has already come to Oneida once early on in the season back on March the 21st. It was a 5-2 win for the Indians that night. Eagleton looking to avenge that loss as they come into tonight's game with an overall record of 2-8. The Indians looking to get to 500 with a victory tonight. They will move to 9-9 on the season. We're going to take a quick break and thank our sponsor here for the evening, United Cumberland Bank. Special thanks to Michael Laxton and United Cumberland Bank as they sponsored tonight's game. Was able to get that in for us here this evening. So, we'll take a quick break, come back, and we'll have starting lineups with Stuart Jones here on the Oneida Indians Live.
We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number.
Mixer. And welcome back here to Jane Terry Hoffman Field. We are going to send it over now to Stuart Jones, the PA man for Oneida, for tonight's starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, and welcome to Jane Terry Hoffman Field for tonight's District 2A semifinal match between the visiting Eagleton Academy Royals and your Oneida Indians. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd ask you to please stand and direct your attention to the southwest corner of our field as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
And now for tonight's starting lineups.
And now we'll meet our starters. First, visiting Royals from Eagleton Academy. In goal, number 25, Braylon Stevens. Number 3, Tanner Ricker. Number 4, Mikaeus Ruben Zapino Sapone. Number 6, Wesley Mowell. Number 10, Gio Hippolyte John. Number 11, Tomas Ramirez. 13, Harrison Graves. Number 16, Devin Elliott. Number 17, Wilman Emmanuel Medina Lopez. Number 18, Carlos Silvestre. And number 30, Emilio Aguilar. The Royals are coached by Caleb Platiero. And now, the starting 11 for your Oneida Indians. In goal, number 19, Ty Duncan. Number 2, Ashton Moreland. Number 5, Joshua Cole. Number 7, Levi James. Number 8, Wyatt Yancey. Number 11, Mason Keaton. 17, George Klein. Number 20, Miles Laxton. Number 21, Reese Kennedy. Number 31, Alex Torres. And number 32, Alex Jones. Your Indians are coached by Derek Keaton, assisted by Phil Newport, Jimmy Barna, Zach Hacker, and Sarah Hacker.
And that is your starting lineups for this evening. The Indians in their home kits tonight, black on black with white trim and white numerals. The visiting Royals in their royal blue tops, white bottoms with blue trim, white numerals, white lettering across the chest and the back. Teams will take just a moment before we get things started up. Whoa, Doc. How are you, sir? Little visit from Oneida School Board member Dr. Danny Cross. Stuart Jones joins in now. The Indians, again, Stuart looking to get to an even 9-9 on the season tonight with a victory. It was a tough start to the season for the Indians. It was an 0-5 start on the year. Since then, though, they have won 8 of their last 12 games coming into this one. 3 of their last 4 outscoring their opponents. Let's see here, 8-12, 18-20, 2-6 in that frame.
Tell you what, Coach Keaton has been pointing to this from the start of the season. He says, I tell you what, we're going to schedule tough, and toward the end of the year, we want to be playing our best soccer, and I think that's what he's looking at for sure.
I think he's talked about it just about every post game this year. This is a May team. This is what he has said all year long. This is a May team. Well, guess what? We're in the thick of May. We are starting postseason play this evening with a semifinal matchup against the Royals of Eagleton. They'll get possession to start off the game. First touch is going to come off the boot of number 10, Gio Hippolyte Jean. And we are underway, the Royals with possession, and I expect to see the Indians with a lot of pressure early on. Torres, nice boot into some free space. Mason Keaton going to try to make the run. This one's going to track across the end line, though it'll be a quick goal kick for the Royals of Eagleton. Again, I fully expect to see the pressure of Oneida come early and often in this contest.
That's the way they've been playing, really just super fast, trying to get the ball off their foot really quick. That's what we've seen the last few outings, and expect nothing less tonight.
Mason makes a nice turn. Ball crossed into the middle, going to be deflected out. Shot on by Torres is deflected away. Keaton going to hold control. Still has it. Foul call, no foul. Now they're going to say it crosses over the end line. They're going to give a goal kick. No foul on the contact. There in the corner.
If only that AR had been a little closer to get a little view of that action. But he can't have the view we have. He's just on the field. Anyway.
Well, the goal kick for the Royals. Quickly, Oneida looking to put that pressure on. This one gets all the way through. Miles Laxton gets a toe on it. This one's going to be brought down. It's going to be a foul called against Miles Laxton. Quick, another free kick for the Royals. Big boot. They're going to look for Hippolyte Jean. Ty Duncan going to come out and secure. Duncan looking to flip fields quickly. Here's Laxton. Laxton looks up, tries to play a ball into space, and look here. Here is Levi James. This one a little too tough of a touch, though, from Levi. This one sails away. Moreland has it taken away. And here's Eagleton going up the side. It's Harrison Graves. He looks to the middle. Foul going to be called. No, they're going to say it's out of bounds. I apologize. And it'll be a throw in for the Indians. Graves with it. Torres thought it went out of bounds and just stopped. Ball goes all the way through. Here's Klein. Klein plays the ball into space. Levi James going to make the run. Shields off. Has an opportunity. Goes with the left foot. James deflected, and it's going to go over the touchline. It will be a corner, though, for the Indians. But Levi James working quickly.
Corner, Oneida.
Nice play by Levi James as Klein does a nice job at putting that into some free space and just letting Levi work his magic.
That's a great ball from the midfield. Good opportunity there in early going.
Alex Jones with the corner. It's going to be headed out by Hippolyte Jean. Touched off by, I believe it's Reese Kennedy, and it's going to be a goal kick. Oneida again starting with the pressure early.
I like the aggressiveness right out of the gate. I think they've been looking forward to this one for a few days.
Short kick played off. They're going to switch fields. Eagleton now with possession. It is Carlos Silvestri in the back with it. He's going to try to play a ball up. It's deflected, headed on by Laxton. Plays up by Torres. Looks to Keaton. Keaton tries to save it in, but it's going to be another goal kick. A nice crowd here this evening for this one. Of course, unfortunately, we've got a little bit of split tonight. We've got this game going on. We also have Arts in the Park tonight over at the Oneida City Park. So you've got drama, you've got middle school, high school band also in performing tonight over there. So a little bit of a split crowd this evening, but thanks to UCB and Michael Laxton, if they want to still see the game, they can still watch it while they're at the park. Ball gets through, and it's deflected away. Nice job. Nice hustle back by both Ashton Moreland with the pressure and then Reese Kennedy there to clear it away. Be a throw-in for the Royals deep in their attacking third. Taking the throw will be Wesley Mole.
Hustle never had a bad day. Good play by Moreland just to kick it out.
Now taken away by Klein. Klein going to play up into space. Deflected away, and there's Laxton with it. Headed on by Torres. Here's Keaton. Keaton with a brilliant ball,
Great
and now
touch.
here is Levi James. 1v1. He makes it into the box. The shot off, and it's a goal for the Indians! Levi James with a goal. The assist coming from Mason Keaton on a brilliant ball into free space, and it is 1-0. What a great pass from Mason Keaton into free space. Levi James just makes the magic work. Indians with the 1-0 lead, and now all of a sudden here comes the pressure yet again. The Royals drop it back. This is Silvestri with it. He plays up. It's going to get through, but booted away from Kennedy. Doesn't get a great touch on it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for the Royals here in front of the Indians bench. Harrison Graves will take the throw. Throws it in. That's Moreland. Taking it away is the Indians. Here's Torres. Drops it back to Moreland. Moreland tries to boot it up. It's going to be deflected, and now a throw-in for the Indians. Torres will take. Nice throw down the line. Royals with it. They'll try to possess near side. Booted up. Moreland boots it away. It'll be a throw in for the Royals in front of the Indians bench yet again. Headed on by Moreland. Torres keeps it in play. Comes down to Gio Hippolyte Jean. He's going to try to control. And there is Hippolyte Jean. It's taken away by Cole. Cole plays into space,
yes.
and here is Levi James yet again in space. He's going to try to run it up into the box himself. This time he gets a tackle taken on by Emilio Aguilar, but he'll drop it back. There's Alex Jones in the middle. He finds Keaton. And now taken away by the Royals. Pressing up comes Silvestri. Silvestri up the left side. He'll play a ball to the middle, and Kennedy will boot away. Doesn't get too far, though. Hippolyte Jean takes it away. He'll play it up into space. Ty Duncan going to come out and let it track across the end line. It'll be a goal kick.
Good decision by Ty there. He just wanted to escort it out.
Yep. Just make sure it gets over there before nobody else gets to it. It's well done.
Bo, I love at least 3 good opportunities we had in the open field in the early going. That last one just kind of unfortunate. I'm sure Levi'd like another opportunity to that one, but anyway, he just outrunning that back defender, which we've seen Levi do all season long.
Reese with a nice goal kick. Tries to flip the field. Here's Torres with it. Tough touch by Torres. Unfortunately, that one's going to sail out of bounds. Quick throw in for the Royals. Moreland heads it on as Eagleton tries to possess midfield. It's taken away. Here's Keaton. Tries to play it up into some space. Levi James stops on a dime. Finds back to Klein. And this one's going to be booted away. Moreland, nice deflection back up. Klein, missed touch. Looks for Torres on the outside, taken away by the Royals. This is Harrison Graves with it near side. Now taken away. Here's Torres. Torres looking deep, far side. He was looking for James. It comes down. Here's Klein. Klein looks up and finds Mason Keaton. Nice space outside. Keaton plays a cross ball. Going to put a little too much mustard on that one. Going to track over the end line. Goal kick.
Definitely what you want to do right there is cross the field, and they managed to do that a couple times, but just didn't get a good foot on it to get the opportunity to kick it in.
Young man for Eagleton back in the back. I see a little bit of a limp going on with him. Not sure. Hopefully everything's okay for him. Emilio Aguilar, number 30 on that far side. He's got a little bit of a limp going with him right now. That was the young man that tried to run down Levi James earlier on. Not sure if that slide tackle may have got to him or what, but
that was twice. I don't want to be tasked with trying to run down Levi James.
Absolutely not.
At any point in this lifetime.
Headed on by Torres. Now back by Eagleton. Brought down to the feet of Miles Laxton. Deflected off. And here's, Keaton just barely away from it. Klein lines one up. He'll deflect one off. Now here's James. James running to the box. Gets through one defender, gets through 2 defenders, shot off, and it's going to sail just high. Levi James has been very impressive in the early part of this contest.
He has been a menace. I'm sure 30 great Aguilar back there is just – he's going to have nightmares about him as far as how Levi's played in the early going so far. I would.
Goal kick played on, headed on by Laxton. Here is Mason Keaton with it. Steps.
Control.
Makes a nice touch. Will he get the cross in? He does. Nice low cross. Deflected out. Stays in. And now Eagleton will play out into some free space. Tomas Ramirez with it. Trying to bring it up the left side. Nice mark by Miles Laxton, though. It'll be a throw in for Eagleton quickly. They try to work it to the middle of the field. This is number 4. Mikes Sapon with it. He plays up to Ramirez. Ramirez plays out wide looking for Graves, but it's ran down and escorted out. It'll be a throw-in for the Indians down the line. Torres throws it in, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy going to have to boot it away. A little bit of a dangerous throw in there, but Wyatt Yancey will touch it off to the far side. Now Alex Jones. Jones playing into space, and here's Levi James running it down yet again. James up the left side, plays across in, looking for Mason Keaton. This one gets deflected away. Hippolyte Jean tries to control. Wyatt Yancey will come down with it out to Jones. Jones has it taken away, but there's who else? Levi James. Klein tries to knock that one down. It's cleared out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Indians.
A couple subs here.
Subs coming in for the Indians. It'll be number 6, Justin Lynch, along with number 13, Caden Cron coming into the game. They'll replace Alex Jones and Alex Torres. Torres has already come off on here to our left. Indians lead 1-0 here in the first half of play. Throw in by Moreland goes to Klein. Klein to Lynch. Lynch deflects it off. Another throw in for the Indians. Lynch looking for Mason Keaton. This one brought down, now touched off again to Lynch. Lynch controls. Looks for Keaton. Keaton looking for the cross. Quick touch. This one's deflected off of Mason, though, and it'll go across the end line for another goal kick.
Good to see Justin Lynch back. I think he had a couple of days vacation, didn't he?
Yeah, had a little bit of a vacation. We'll put it that way. It was a state-mandated vacation.
Right.
But back in play tonight is Mr. Lynch, and you can't come back at a better time.
Mm-hmm. It's the postseason.
Cole steps in front, touched off by Levi James, and now here comes the Royals up the far side. Lopez looking for Hippolyte Jean. There's Josh Cole. Cole tries to make the turn.
Good
and
hustle.
Does make the turn. Nice turn by Josh Cole. Eagleton far side. Wyatt Yancey controls. He'll boot. Tries to keep it in play. Does not. It will touch across for a throw-in for Eagleton. Yancey clears it up. Now back with it is the Indians. Cron finds James. James makes the turn to the outside, and he's going to try to use the Jets up the outside. Here's Keaton now, left side. Keaton still battling.
Wow.
Touched off by Eagleton. It's going to be a corner.
Corner, Oneida.
Alex Jones took the last corner.
Looks like it's going to be Justin Lynch on this one, Bo.
Lynch will trot over for it. The Indians looks like they're going to put 4, 5, 6 up in the box. Eagleton going to try to counteract that with 9 in the box. Lynch, beautiful ball played in. Here's Keaton. Keaton plays the left foot. This one's going to sail high and into the retaining net behind for another goal kick. Oneida leading 1-0 here in the first half. Eagleton getting to this game with a 6-2 win on Tuesday night in the district quarterfinals against Greenback. Their only other victory, I believe, of the year. I do not have the score of their game at Clinton on May the 2nd, but their only other game that I know of a victory for them came back on April the 12th at Harriman. Here's Gio Hippolyte Jean. He makes a nice touch. Ty coming way out of the box,
Ty.
but nice effort by Ty Duncan.
Wow.
Whoo! Not sure if Derek Keaton is a big fan of that one, but you know what? It turned out to be a pretty nice play.
No doubt. That was an impressive play by Ty. Ty's been playing well, you know.
He has.
So
Here is Mason Keaton, marked up. Here's James. James looking up to find Keaton in the middle, but it's just deflected off by number 30, Emilio Aguilar.
Wow.
The duo at the top between Levi James and Mason Keaton, when they are on the same page and clicking, it's scary.
They're fun to watch. They've got their own communication out there. They just know where each other's going to be. You know,
They do.
Playing that front line.
Throw in for the Royals. It's going to come off the shoulders. This time now off of Josh Cole. It'll be another throw in for the Royals. Up the far side quickly with it is Tomas Ramirez. Deflected out, another throw in. The Royals just inching it up. Here is Sapon. Finds Ramirez up the right side. Cole.
Cole with a nice slide there and get it out of bounds. Not a bad play.
Taken away. Here's Cron. He finds Levi James. He comes back to the middle of the field, playing the deep ball. Here is Keaton. He trying to make the run. Deflected off. Here is Lynch with it. He finds Keaton. Keaton, tough touch. Taken away. Here's the Royals. Up with it, left side. It's a foot race to it. Harrison Graves is going to win that foot race. But Reese Kennedy is going to say, you know what, that foot race is over. Off of,
I was going to say Mason on that.
Mason.
Yeah.
Be a throw in for the Royals. And now I think Coach Keaton going to make a little bit of a switch. He's going to move James, I think, to the right side. Move Mason to the left. This is Ramirez looking outside into some space. Kennedy going to block it off and let Ty Duncan come out and secure. Ty, low line drive coming up the outside. And here comes Keaton up the left side. Keaton turns on some jets. Gets it through. Can he keep it in? Now they're going to say that it's out. Be another goal kick for Eagleton. A little bit of a delayed whistle there for that one.
Well, there's been a couple of those already. Some of these foul calls and as well.
Of course, if you're watching here with us this evening, we thank you for joining us for tonight's contest, this district tournament semifinal here in District 2A. All this, though, not possible tonight without our friends Michael Keaton and United Cumberland Bank. Thank you so much for those folks out there for sponsoring tonight's contest. Of course, Indians, we hope, of course, will move on Thursday night. That game likely to be at Kingston as they are taking on
We got Harriman tonight. An improved Harriman squad.
A Harriman squad that won in their quarterfinal game the other night over Rockwood in PKs. So,
pretty much a home match for Harriman and Kingston.
Keaton, left side, loses control. And here is Eagleton. They look to go up the outside, but it's going to go out of bounds. A throw in for the Indians. Cron with it. Cron gets it in to Klein. Klein drops it back now to Yancey. Yancey looks into the middle. Yancey deflected off. Now here's Laxton. Laxton looks up for Lynch. Lynch trying to control. Drops it back to Moreland. Moreland with nice touch up the outside. Goes off of Lynch. Now it's going to find James. James. Right side. He finds a little bit of space. He'll cross it into the middle. Deflected off. That ball scoots all the way through. The ball actually stayed in, and that's what matters. Ball stays in. Nice save back there by the goalkeeper for Eagleton.
Tons of pressure and opportunity from our Indians so far. Just only one found the back of the net so far. So you'd like to see a little more production than that for all the opportunities so far, but it's going to come.
Oh, absolutely. Lopez in the middle of the field has it taken away. Klein looks to press it up quickly, but it's going to be booted out by Aguilar. Once again, 1-0. The Indians lead it here over the Eagleton College and Career Academy Royals here in District 2 tournament semifinal action. Ball played back. Yancey will possess. He'll look up the outside. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Royals. Next dead ball for the Indians. We'll see some subs come in. Yancey looks up. Finds Cron. Cron up the left side does find Keaton. Keaton working his way into the box. Tough tackle there. It's going to be a corner.
Corner, Oneida.
don't think the referee sees the subs. Now he sees the subs. And they're going to allow the subs to come on. For the Indians, it is Landon Terry, Alex Jones, Alex Torres returning to the game. For the Royals of Eagleton, that is number 23, Del Mar, coming into the contest. Coming off is Keaton, Klein, and Lynch. No, I apologize. Keaton, Klein, not sure who the third came off was. Oh, excuse me, it was Miles Laxton. Ball deflected in. It's still bouncing around like a pinball game on the inside. There's Jones. He'll fire one off. It's deflected. Goes back through Jones's legs. Was it deflected off? It was. It'll be a throw in for the Royals.
Wow.
That ball pinballed around like an old school 80s pinball game.
Kudos to that young man for keeping his cool. I mean, that's a lot of fire right there around the goal, but
Yeah,
wow.
The goalkeeper for the Royals, Braylon Stevens, definitely had to keep his cool in that situation. Deflected off by Terry. With possession at midfield is Sapon. He'll drop back now to Lopez. Lopez, middle of the field to Ramirez. Ramirez now making a run through into some space. And quickly, he's looking for Del Mar up the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Indians.
Thought for a minute they were going to play the long game at all until they were just content to keep it in the middle of the field until that young man broke free and sent one out the sidelines.
Throw in goes off the head of Terry and now possessed by Eagleton. Del Mar with it, middle of the field, or on the left side. He looks to the middle of the field. It gets to Wesley Moles, shot off, and it is saved by Ty Duncan.
Great job, Ty.
Gio Hippolyte Jean possesses on the outside. He's marked by Yancey. This ball is going to sail well high and long. Royals will run it down, though, on the outside. Ramirez drops it back. He finds Silvestri. Tackled off
Slide
by Landon Terry. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Royals. We do have a sub coming into the game for the Royals. It'll be number 9, Josue Alvarez, excuse me. As he will replace Wilman Medina Lopez. Throwing it in for the Royals will be Wesley Mole. And looks like he's going to get the run. Deep throw into the middle of the field. It's headed on and away. Ball is deflected up by Devin Elliott and now cleared away from the air by the Indians. Levi James with it. Looks back for Cron, but it's going to be deflected off hard. It'll be a throw in for the Royals right at midfield. They're going to look deep up the outside or up the left side. Excuse me, up the right side. I apologize. Throw in for the Indians in front of the home crowd. Wyatt Yancey looks like he'll take the throw. Throws it into Cole. Cole looks up the outside. Cron has it taken away. Ramirez looks to bring it to the middle of the field. Ramirez, he's going to play a shot off, but there's Ty Duncan.
Good play by Ty. He let it get between his feet.
Ball booted quickly. One bounce. Going to come down to the Royals, but right there putting the pressure on is Alex Torres. And a tough touch by Carlos Silvestri will give a throw-in to the Indians. Headed on.
We'll call it an illegal throw.
Ooh. Landon picked his foot up. Okay. Was that Lynch that made that throw, or was it Landon Terry? Landon Terry with the throw. Trio of subs coming back in for the Indians on their next dead ball. Ball thrown in. The Royals trying to play it up into some space. This ball's going to track all the way back to Duncan as he'll secure. Ty looking to flip fields quickly. This is a low bullet. Headed on by James. Outside, Cron. Plays up into some space. But back and clearing it out for the Royals will be number 3, Tanner Ricker. Subs coming on for the Indians, Mason Keaton, George Klein, and Miles Laxton all returning to action. Landon Terry, Justin Lynch, Caden Cron going to come back out. Again, Indians leading 1-0.
Keeping them fresh, that's got to be an advantage. I feel like we're a little deeper anyway, and of course the Royals played a game. They had a match last night, so
Tuesday.
Last Tuesday.
This past Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, you're right. It was last night. I apologize. My goodness. I'm thinking tonight's Thursday for some reason. The quarterfinals was last night. I apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Klein with it. Klein trying to play a ball over into some space. He's going to fight back and get it. And it's going to be a tough touch, though. It's going to go out of bounds.
Did a good job of fighting right there to get control of that ball. You're right, just a little unlucky.
Field's in pretty solid shape right now. Some rain over the last couple of days has got it playing a little faster than what I initially expected it to play today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was worried about conditions, but the field crew here and, of course, the coaching staff, they do a great job of taking care of our field here at Jane Terry Hoffman.
Gio Hippolyte Jean with the throw in. Throw it deep, and it's deflected away, booted away now by Torres. Coming down with it, playing it to the outside, and there is Gio. He'll see it track over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Indians. Again, the winner of this contest moves on to the District 2A Tournament Championship game on Thursday night. That game, I don't think that even with an upset, I think it still will be held at Kingston.
Okay.
But either way, Kingston the favorite in that contest tonight against Harriman. I'm sure this ball's going to squeak through the middle. Mason Keaton going to try to run it down. He's actually going to run it down between two Royals. The third Royal, though, will not allow it to happen. And there again is Emilio Aguilar being the defensive pest right now for the Royals. There's Laxton. Plays up to Keaton. Keaton looks outside for Torres. Torres plays a nice cross ball into the back post. There's Levi James, and it's going to sail just high off the header.
Just over. What a cross, though. Wow. What beautiful passing there down on the Royals' third of the field, and wow. Just missed, but beautiful effort.
Ball scoots through. It's going to go back to Yancey. Yancey makes the turn to the outside. Plays up, finds Jones. Jones looks up now. There's Levi James. James playing to the left side. Here is George Klein. He'll make the touch. Crosses into the middle, deflected away. And Aguilar there once again. He'll clear it away. Believe about 10 minutes or so. 11 minutes to play here in the first half.
Well, we've played nearly 30 minutes, and I know about 28 of those have been on the Indians' end of the field.
That's what it seems like.
Just to have a 1-0 lead at this point doesn't seem right.
Well, the amount of opportunities for Oneida, including that one right there, have been multitudes more than what Eagleton has seen.
That's right.
But, again, it's that pressure of Oneida that has been so just so effective in the first half. Unfortunately, though, just one goal coming to show for it as of right now.
Our defense, give a shout-out to them doing what they do, and they're a big part of that. And they don't let much get behind them. That's what you want. Yeah,
the back line of Wyatt Yancey, Reese Kennedy, Josh Cole, and Ashton Moreland have been very impressive thus far in this one. Here's Hippolyte Jean. That is a large man in the middle of the field for the Royals.
It's all right, Reese. Kick it up here to us. Good job.
And Stuart, of course, you and I saw Gio earlier on in the year a couple of different times, actually. Heck of a football player for Eagleton, and then turned around and was an absolute force on the hardwood for basketball.
Yes, he's just very, very athletic. Seems to be a fine young man out here on the field.
Some contact there. Looks like some heads cracked right there between Eagleton's number 16, Devin Elliott, and number 17 for the Indians, George Klein. Here's Mason Keaton. He's going to try to make the run. Shields it off, and they're going to say too much hands from Mason Keaton there. They're going to give him the foul on the push-off. And assistant coach Phil Newport Not happy with that call.
Oh wow. I don't know that I've seen that in that far in the open field.
No.
As in well, when you're playing offense, wow. Usually that call goes to the offense, but
Yeah, that was Mason shielding off a defender as he's trying to push the ball up the field.
I don't know what else Mason can do there. He's being all but grabbed and tackled out there.
Now they're going to give the foul there to Alex Jones. It'll be a free kick for the Royals at midfield.
Bo, I know we're homers, and I hate to be that guy, but have they called anything in our favor this evening yet?
When it comes to a free kick, I don't think we've had a whistle yet.
I don't think so either. Go back to that first minute when Mason had a couple of almost tackle appearances down there close to the box. That one almost set the tone in a negative way.
Ball played through. Torres with it. Has it tackled on. There's Hippolyte Jean. Plays it to the middle of the field, but no one there. Now Klein going to try to tackle it on. And now taken away. Miles Laxton right there. He's still putting pressure on. The Royals will have it, though. It's Ramirez. He finds Hippolyte Jean in the box. But there are three Indians right there, and it's booted away, and now all of a sudden Levi James has it. He's going to play into some free space, and here is Mason Keaton trying to make the rundown. Wow. He is literally held twice. And now taken down in the box, and no call.
Wow. He was outright shoved down in that box. I don't know what else you got to do.
And now a foul. No, it's going to be a throw-in.
He's on the field. You can't do that.
And now here comes some substitutions for Eagleton. Number 21, Franklin Zapeta. And number 24, Omar Andrade will come into the ball game.
Wow. I still don't know.
Yeah, we've talked about it early on in the season, and I understand. We've had a lot of larger teams come in here and play the Indians this year, and it seems like a lot of the 50-50 balls, the 50-50 calls, have went against the Indians this year.
We're not getting them on this field.
We've not gotten a whole lot of calls on our home field this year, and I'm not trying to be a homer like you're talking about, but it's just very rare to not see a home team get a call here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Torres will boot this one away. It'll be another throw-in for the Royals. It'll be Hippolyte Jean taking the throw. And no, he will not take the throw. They're going to switch it off. And coming to take the throw looks like it's going to be Wesley Mole. Indians with a pair of subs awaiting on the Dex dead ball. This ball shot off, deflected, cleared away by Moreland. Goes to the outside now. Tough touch by Wesley. White Yancey trying to boot it away. Now Alex Jones trying to put the pressure on the outside. Now a throw in for the Indians up the left side. Here is George Klein. Some contact. Okay. Now the foul going to be called against the Royals. And now a free kick for the Indians. Looks like Wyatt Yancey's going to come up to take it. Probably the boot I want taking this from midfield.
I think it gives them an opportunity down here that they want. I think it's going to be a good kick here from White.
Yancey lines it up, plays a deep ball into the box, but it's going to come down into the waiting arms of Braylon Stevens, the goalkeeper for the Royals.
Had a chance. That's all you can ask for.
And Stevens will try to flip fields. This ball's going to take a hop. Yancey going to control far side. Going to be deflected out by Mole. And now some subs coming into the ball game for the Indians. Justin Lynch coming into the game. Also Caden Cron. And also for Eagleton is going to be Jadniel Balderrama. I hope I am not butchering those names, folks. I apologize to our friends over at Eagleton. Yancey plays it up into some space. George Klein going to try to run it down, but Stevens will come out insecure for Eagleton. Miles Laxton, he's had his head all over the ball tonight. Here's Klein, plays it outside to Lynch. Lynch playing it in quickly to James. James with a nice touch into some space into the middle. Oh, keeper can't pick it up now because it was kicked back. Here's Laxton, plays it to Lynch. Lynch with a nice touch, gets it into some free space, but there's Stevens yet again. Stevens boots it away. This one off the outside of his foot. Doesn't get a good contact with it. Royals will control, but the Indians take it away. Here's Yancey looking to play up. James, outside, nice touch. Here's Cron, back to James. James has it taken away. The Royals up the outside. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez looking to play a ball outside. There's Mole. Mole plays the ball into the middle, headed on by Moreland. And now Lynch will boot it away. Nice job by the Indians' defense. Comes down to Keaton. Booted up. Royals with it. Midfield. 24 Andrade outside to Del Mar. Del Mar gets past Ashton Moreland.
Gio's way offside. Okay.
Here's Moreland and Del Mar battling. Ball still in play. And now going to be a throw-in for the Royals. Mole will come back over and make the throw yet again. They are looking to do everything they can to get the ball into the middle of the box to Gio Hippolyte Jean. Headed on, and there's Ty Duncan. Del Mar got a head on it, but Duncan's going to come out and secure it, and he's going to boot it away and try to make the quick turn. Headed on. This one's into free space.
Over to Levi.
Here comes Levi James trying to put the pressure on.
Yes.
He does. There's a shot by James. It's going to go straight to the arms of Stevens. I think if Levi may get one extra touch on that before trying to take that shot, he may have an opportunity. Here's Del Mar quickly for the Royals up the outside. Nice pressure there by Justin Lynch. Mole coming over to throw it in yet again. He's looking to the middle of the box, looking for Gio Hippolyte Jean. The throw, looking for Gio once again, deflected off. Here's Cole, booted off by Moreland.
There you go. Kick it out.
Moreland giving up a little bit of size there to Gio, but buddy, he's not going to shy away from it. Ball gets all the way through. Ball booted on. It's going to sail over the goal, and it is a goal kick for the Indians. Just under a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Here's Kennedy. Boots it deep. Headed on. Klein. Looking up for James. It's headed away. Back to Klein again. Royals bring it to the feet. Now to the middle of the field. It's Ramirez. Ramirez gets it deflected off by Laxton. Over to Balderrama. Balderrama left side.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
And now the Royals once again with it. Ramirez, left side. He plays into the middle. Kennedy going to boot this one well high, deep, and gone to right field. Thrown in. There's Del Mar with it. Moreland attacks. Del Mar still with it. Ty Duncan out of his box. He's not in action right there, and this ball's going to sail through. Deflected away. My goodness, Eagleton had opportunities. And here comes a corner kick for the Royals.
Eagleton.
My goodness, that ball pinballed around forever. Now here's Mole. He's going to take the corner. Eagleton.
Clear this quick.
Eagleton throwing everybody up into the box. Headed on. It's going to sail high.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. The Indians leading the Royals 1-0 at the break. The difference in this one right now, a Levi James goal early on in the first half. Oneida leading Eagleton 1-0. We'll take a break. Come back with second half action here shortly on Oneida Indians Live.
for 30 plus years. And that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number.
What are you talking about? No, it didn't. Scoreboard's not on. It's fine. Yeah, good. Turn it off. I'm going to come back after this one and tell the score of the game. Oh, hang on. Shh. Hey, zip it. Back here on Oneida Indians Live, as you see it there on the scoreboard, the Indians leading the Royals of Eagleton Academy 1-0 after the first half of play. Bo Kidd, Stuart Jones here with the call this evening. Again, special thanks to our friends United Cumberland Bank for tonight's broadcast here this evening. Stuart, first half, it was all Indians when it comes to the pressure. The pressure was there all night long. Yep. It's just only resulted in the one single goal, though. It's Eagleton has done a great job in the back half of trying to thwart the offensive opportunities for the Indians.
I think so. Well, it's been pressure. It's been and just missed opportunities, really from both teams. But our Indians have really seen some really prime opportunities just slip away that you know when that ball flips field that either Levi or Mason on that front side are going to find a way to get it to the back of the net, and that just didn't happen. And they had some questionable calls along the way. Again, my homerism showing a little bit, but some questionable calls along the way, I think, that really frustrated not only us but several others on both sidelines. And I'm not sure they gotta get control of some of these chippy things before it gets way out of hand. But man, it's so close and connecting on some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. The Indians had a number of opportunities there. The goalkeeper, though, for Eagleton, got to give that young man credit. Braylon Stevens, he was active in the box for the Eagles. Did a great job keeping his cool in a number of opportunities for Oneida, as they were able to, again, just hold Oneida to the single goal here in the first half. Defensively for the Indians, looking very sharp in the first half. The main thing was there just before the end of the half, Ty Duncan gets out of position just a little bit of a pinball game in front of the goal, but the Indians still able to keep the clean sheet in the first half.
Yeah, you're right. Pinball, not a ton played in the middle of the field, but yeah, just pinball back and forth and pressure. I don't know. I'm just so at a loss for words, and I know Coach Keaton's saying the same thing right now to his guys. We had just so close, and that is the difference sometimes in sports and soccer, especially. It's just a game of inches, and just a tough touch here or there, and you go from taking a 3-0 lead at halftime to 1-0 like we're seeing, and just a couple things that can be corrected, and I think we'll see second half. These Indians have been a second half team. They usually are good right out of the gate in the second half, and I expect nothing less. Yeah,
the first 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of the second half have been crucial for Oneida all season long. I fully expect, again, for the Indians to come out with that pressure in the second half, and possibly maybe this time around something fall for them. Eagleton, though, on the flip side, if they can get the ball into the middle of the field to Gio Hippolyte Jean, that young man makes plays. It seems like he makes plays for every single sport that he's been involved in that we have seen Eagleton this season, and it's no difference out here on the pitch.
Does it make matter? Yeah, he's an athlete, and athletes find a way to make plays, and there's no secret to what they're trying to do. Every time they're trying to get in line with him down here on these inbounds on the sidelines. That they're following his lead, and he's a heck of a player. Oneida's going to have their hands full with him in the second half, because he didn't come to quit either. So
absolutely, and I think one of the biggest things that I saw that was a big advantage to Eagleton there in the first half was when they made the sub to Del Mar. He came in, gave them a little bit of an extra speed element on the outside up top, and when you have to take Ashton Moreland over and try to guard him, take that speed element away, it sort of opens up a little bit of a slot right there in the middle that Wyatt Yancey, Reese Kennedy have to go in there and be physical with Gio to keep him out of a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's what their coaching staffs look to do. But our defenders, they've held their own for sure. And, man, especially on those goals that crossed our goal. Kudos to Ty, our backline defenders. They had those opportunities as well in front of our goal, and we finally got it cleared out of there. But, they made us sweat it there for a minute or two.
About 3 minutes left here in the halftime period. We'll take another break, come back, and we'll have second half action here. It is Oneida 1, Eagleton 0. As we go to break, you're watching Oneida High School Soccer here on Oneida Indians Live.
We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number.
And welcome back here to Jane Terry Hoffman Field, the Oneida Indians and the Eagleton Academy Royals in action here. District 2A tournament semifinals as the Indians are leading The Royals 1-0. Oneida will get possession to start off the second half. Again, the 1-0 lead, courtesy of a goal from Levi James early on in half number 1. Both teams on the field. Checking everybody, make sure we're good to roll. And we are started up here, second half of action. Oneida will possess. Booted away. And quickly, Eagleton going to take it away and try to move up the outside. This is Mole. He's marked by Moreland. Moreland keeps it in, but no one there but royal blue jerseys. Ramirez, middle of the field. Trying to make the move through. Josh Cole, he's going to find some open space. He looks for Keaton. Going to be taken away. Here is Alex Jones battling for it. Laxton.
Here we go.
Ball played into some space. Can Keaton get to it?
Oh.
Almost a handball. Now Gio Hippolyte-Jean with it on the outside, near side. Wyatt Yancey going to mark him. Battling. What an effort by Wyatt Yancey.
Yep. That's two heavyweights. I'm not an ounce of fat on either one of those boys, but they're just solid young men.
Klein going to play the ball into some space, but Stevens going to come out and secure. Yeah, that's two big bulls going to go right at each other here in this one with Wyatt and Gio. Eagleton.
Josh.
Still trying to battle for it. Josh Cole going to stick his foot in there and try to deflect it away. Now it's going to be a rundown between Aguilar and Keaton. Aguilar going to shield Keaton off. It'll be a throw in for the Royals. He'll throw it up the outside. Now Josh Cole going to step in front. Here's Alex Jones going to try to boot one through into space. Looks to the middle of the field. It's going to be deflected away. Yancey plays it through. Goes all the way across the field. There's Torres. Torres looking to play middle of the field. Just missed touches. He's still going to keep possession, though. Here now is Levi James going to run it down. James, far corner of the field. Turns, gets through one defender, gets through two defenders. Crosses it off and secured by Stevens.
Wow.
Braylon Stevens.
Yes, the keeper did a good job. But job by Levi, keeping alive in that corner of two defenders right on him.
Yancey.
To get an opportunity to cross.
Headed on to Klein. Over to Jones. Jones back to Klein. Klein looking to play it up to Jones. This one gets deflected away. Jones now puts one into space. But there is Stevens yet again. Young man has done a great job at securing his box thus far in this one.
No doubt.
Royals going to poke this one away. Ramirez is going to try to play into some space. There's Kennedy, though. He's going to control. And there's the big boot by Kennedy playing into some space. Keaton running it down, left side. He'll control. On the outside, Keaton. Oh, gets his feet taken out from under him a little bit. Jones plays to the middle of the field. There's Klein. Klein looks to the outside, headed on by Torres, brings it down to James. James plays it back to Miles Laxton. Laxton plays the ball through, but Torres, I think he thought Torres was going to zig when he zagged. Throw in for the Indians. Torres quickly trying to work it up the outside. It's going to get over the head, out of play. Throw in for the Royals. We talked about the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half going to be crucial for Oneida in their pressure up top. Thus far, it seems like the pressure has been there. They've just been unable to really secure that first touch.
And just, which of course just don't lead to any opportunities to see an open goal. And of course, the keeper back there we've mentioned, he's playing a fine job.
He has.
We don't have stats, but we know he's been under fire all night and only given up one, much to our chagrin. But we've seen some intensity from the Indians so far. We don't want to see this continue throughout the remainder of this half.
Mole Looking up for a running Gio Hippolyte Jean. This ball going to get played deep into the box. James tries to make the run. Stevens comes out, secures.
Reese with that big boot. Maybe a little farther than what the coaches like to see there, but
Levi James comes back and steals it away. Torres battling for it, goes through two, gets a little contact. Ball's going to get played down and now cleared away by Eagleton. Here's Gio Hippolyte Jean. Plays it into space. Mole trying to make the run. Ty Duncan. Look at big Ty.
Sliding save just inside the box.
Nice bounce here.
Bounce.
Now here comes
Fender misplayed it. Graves.
Here comes Keaton. Left side. Just touched off. It's going to be booted away, though, by Tanner Ricker. And quickly now the Indians with a corner opportunity.
Corner, Oneida.
It'll be Alex Jones lining it up. And here comes Reese Kennedy and Wyatt Yancey up into the middle of the box. A low corner. Going to go off the boot and clear it away into space. Josh Cole going to try to run it down.
Wow.
Keeps it in.
Yep.
The speed of Josh Cole.
I'm over here saying, no, just keep it. Never mind. That effort. Unbelievable.
Klein with the cross in. Levi James heads it on, takes it to the outside. Going to try to beat a defender. A tough touch. Again, I think that the gentlemen out on the field just have not gotten to where the field conditions are just yet. I mean, this field, it's still hard, but it's got a little scoot to it tonight.
Yeah, it's playing well. Playing well. This far left corner down here is a little slower, but other than that, we see that in a lot of matches.
Ball played into space. Here's Wyatt Yancey going to control. Yancey plays outside to Jones. Jones looking back to Yancey. It's going to be deflected and a throw in for the Indians. Jones looking for Keaton. Deflected away by Aguilar and now cleared out. Indians throw in right at midfield. Throw in's going to be by Yancey. Yancey with a deep throw. Headed off by Aguilar. To the feet of Lopez. Lopez finds Hippolyte Jean. Hippolyte Jean goes through two defenders.
Ooh.
A nice tackle, though, by Yancey. Gets through one himself. Now plays it off into some space. Can Torres get to it? No. 1-0. Indians leading the Royals. Ball played off. Off of Torres. It'll be another throw-in for the Royals. Delmar takes it. Gets it in. And now here comes Eagleton. They're going to play into space as Duncan's going to let that one slide by, and it'll be a goal kick for the Indians. Reese Kennedy going to line this one up, and I think he's going to look to play quickly.
Yep.
Big boot up the outside. Levi James going to try to win the foot race. He does win the foot race. Ball gets through. Now here's George Klein. This one's shot on, but saved by Stevens. Ball misplayed, and Cole misplays that one. It's going to be a quick throw in for the Royals right here at midfield. They're going to try to play quickly. Here's Yancey, heads it on. With it is Ramirez. Ramirez playing to the middle of the field. This one's going to get all the way back to Duncan. He'll secure. Headed on. Klein heads it as well. Back to the Royals, midfield. Josh Cole mistouched. Another throw in for the Royals, far side. Delmar gets it in to Lopez. Lopez looks to the middle of the field now to Ramirez. Ramirez looking through. Ball gets all the way through. This one's deflected off by Kennedy, and now it will be a corner as Kennedy was looking for an offsides call. Doesn't get it, and it's going to be Wesley Mole to play the corner. Duncan is going to come up and secure.
Yes.
When you're 6'5", Duncan and his size, that young man.
Look at that kick. Just
nice touch out to the outside. Here's James. James, nice first touch. Now touched on though and taken out by Silvestri. It'll be a throw in deep for the Indians. But how quickly did Ty Duncan flip field?
He did. I mean, I can't speak enough about how he secured that ball, jumped up, and then flipped the field. Give an advantage.
Shades of Big G is all I can say.
And no foul in the
no contact called. A lot of contact
there.
Here's Laxton with it. Plays outside to Torres. Torres looks up for James. James still fighting for it. Comes away with it. They're going to call the foul, though, on Levi. So all the contact in the box gets a no call on both teams. And then that little bit of contact by Levi is going to get a whistle blown. I've not understood how the calls have went this year. It's just been crazy.
It's got to be frustrating probably for both coaches, too. I mean, you don't know how to tell your kids to play because you don't know how it's going to be called. It's not been consistent this night for sure.
Hippolyte Jean, middle of the field, Ramirez. Ball fired on. It's a goal. A huge boot from deep from Tomas Ramirez just equalized this game at 1. Subs coming in for the Indians. It's going to be Justin Lynch and Caden Cron.
That one surprised all of us. That was a shot from the midfield.
Ramirez just found a laser off of his left foot. That thing knuckled from about, I would venture to say, close to 35, 40 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, we're notched back at 1-1. There's Lynch battling on the outside for it. And who's over there battling for it? It's Ramirez, who just equalized this contest. Ball taken away. Tough touch from Yancey. Now he looks to play it out. And a mistouch, going to give the Royals a throw-in just in front of their bench. Lopez looks middle of the field, cleared away by Cole. Here's Klein, headed on. Played up, Lynch plays into space.
Opportunity for
mistouched. Somehow still gets out. Here's Klein with it now, left side of the box. George plays a cross in, it's deflected. And now cleared out by the Royals. Here's Ramirez, he plays into space. Here's Gio Hippolyte Jean. He'll play into space, near side. Never cross it back into the middle of the field. Here's Gio Hippolyte Jean. Ball shot on. It's a goal. And all of a sudden, Eagleton has come out of the gate swinging. It's a 2-1 lead in favor of the Royals. Wow. The tide has turned in the last 6 minutes of game clock. And we are just under 28 minutes left to go here in regulation, and the Indians are going to have to battle back.
Well, again, we've got opportunities in the box, but we just got to capitalize on some of these. It's time.
Ball played up. This is Mole. Mole with possession, looking to the middle of the field. It's Ramirez. Ramirez plays into space. Kennedy clears it away. Back to Ramirez, though. He'll touch. Takes it to the outside.
Can't give him space.
No, absolutely not. Here is
Good
Moreland hustling. Now, James.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah, got to be a foul call there.
Has to be.
Because that's impeding any kind
yellow
of
card, Bo.
Yeah, that's got to be. I mean, it was a 1v1 situation, and now Del Mar are going to come off via the yellow.
Did he call for the time?
No, he did not.
Okay, I thought it was a running clock on that yellow. But, yes, May have missed a few, but they took care of that one.
Coming into the game for the Royals will be Franklin Zapeta, and Moreland going to come off for just a moment, as it looked like he tried to run that one down on the outside. Did a fantastic job of running that down on the outside, but now all of a sudden, ball played in, just long off the back post.
Just. Yep.
Indians. Now again, 26 minutes to play here in the contest. And now they've got to play with a little extra pep in the step. Headed on by Yancey.
Good header, Yancey.
That thing's going to take a hard bounce.
Yeah, sure is.
Levi James, actually, he overran it. But there's Levi James just misses it.
George.
Klein with a shot, and it's a goal! George Klein equalizes it at 2. That ball took a couple of different hops in the box. Levi James mistouches it. The Royals try to clear it out, and George Klein puts in the equalizer to tie this game up at 2. What a fantastic play. Indians.
Unreal. That's the answer we needed.
Ball plays into space. Ty Duncan's going to come out secure. Ty with another big boot.
I think that's going to give these Indians some little extra energy right here, a little pep in their step.
The Royals will control middle of the field. It's Lopez. Looks outside to Zapeta. Zapeta now plays into Mole. Cleared away by Yancey. Deflected. Here is Mole again. Plays back. Zapeta looking to the middle of the field. Laxton plays a nice ball up. It's going to be stopped. And now all of a sudden it's sort of been a long ball situation for both teams. Yancey.
Good shield.
Nice job there by Yancey. Fighting that one off. It's going to be a throw-in for the Royals, and Mole's going to come all the way across the field yet again to take this throw-in. The Royals have played this way all night long, this deep throw from Mole trying to get it into the box. Landon Terry and Wyatt Yancey sandwiching Gio in the box. Headed on by Yancey, gets it out. Here is Mason Keaton. He's going to play deep into some space. And here's Levi James.
Yes.
He's going to get a touch on it. Left side of the box. James dodges one tackle, dodges a second.
Cross.
Plays it back to Klein. Klein, one touch, taken away. Here's Levi James with a shot, but it's going to be saved by Stevens. Just did not get the mustard on that shot that he really wanted.
And again, another opportunity. So close. They were playing hard. They wanted to get it.
Royals needing a sub in.
Subs.
And it's going to be number 24, Omar Andrade, excuse me, coming in for the ailing Devin Elliott. Ball drop. Stevens will secure, and we'll have the boot. Terry plays it up quickly. George Klein trying to step away with it. Foul called, and it's going to be a foul against Eagleton. Free kick for Oneida. Wyatt Yancey going to step up and take it.
Put it in there, Yancey.
Indians pushing 5 up to the box. A lot of shoving going on in the box right now. Yancey plays the ball up through on the near post. Going to be secured by Stevens. Stevens boots it away. Sort of mistouches this one. And James is going to take it away. Outside, turns it in. James through 3 defenders. Still fighting it off. Here's Klein. It's going to be a little looper.
Had a chance, though.
Yeah, George just did not get much oomph into that one.
How about Levi and his control inside around 3 defenders to give George that opportunity?
Laxton finds Klein. Klein going to play a ball through, and this one's going to go all the way across the touchline. Goal kick for the Indians. We are tied up at 2 here, the Eagleton Royals and the Oneida Indians, with 22 minutes to go here on the game clock in District 2 semifinal action.
Bo, we've had some action this first 18 minutes of this half.
Oh, no questions. Ball headed on by Klein. He's going to look for Mason Keaton. Keaton shielded off by Aguilar. Now some contact. Keaton drops it back. It's going to go all the way back into free space. Yancey going to try to fight it away from Hippolyte Jean. Unsuccessful. Medina Lopez is going to control. Now all of a sudden he's going to look up. Klein going to mark him. Middle of the field. Ball's going to get all the way through. Lynch gets a touch on it, but now booted away from the Royals. It's just booted straight up. Control brought down to the bottom. Landon Terry tries to boot it away. It's going to be deflected all the way back to Kennedy. Kennedy plays it outside to Yancey. Yancey makes a turn. That thought that would have been a foul. A lot of contact there, but no call. Throw in for Eagleton. They're going to look for Hippolyte Jean down the outside. Now foul going to be called, and it's going to go against the Royals. Couple of subs coming in for the Indians on the next ball across the touchline. Yancey going to take this freebie, and he puts a bullet up through.
Good
touched
foot.
off by James. Making the hustle through is Cron, but Stevens will come out and secure. He'll boot it away. Landon Terry is going to let this one bounce. Yancey and Terry get tangled up. It's taken away. With it is Ramirez. Ramirez marked off by Laxton. Ramirez still with it on the far side. Now Lynch going to try to mark him. He gets through 2 defenders into the box. Ramirez fires off, but there's Ty Duncan knocking it away. It's going to be a corner for the Royals.
Corner, Eagleton.
Tomas Ramirez. Wow. I mean, what do you say about a young man like that?
Wow, great carry, great control. He just kept finding open field there, unfortunately.
The corner from Wesley Mole. Taken. Headed on by Gio Hippolyte Jean, and he had an open net on that back post. It's going to go high and over for a goal kick.
For a corner, you can't ask for a much better placement than that.
No, absolutely not.
On your backside, when your backside guy is 6'4" is what
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, that's quite an advantage, right? But fortunately for the Indians, we went wide right.
Torres, Jones, and we see the first appearance of Van Hook tonight, and all of a sudden here
we go.
Mason Keaton.
Off to the races.
Keaton with the left foot, and it's in the goal, and the Indians have the lead.
Anybody gonna?
Mason Keaton with the left foot gives the Indians a 3-2 advantage. 19 minutes to play. What a ball played by Mason Keaton. The Royals will send Del Mar back into the contest with 19 to play.
Wow.
I think Coach Newport down there trying to figure out who he's giving that assist to, and it's going to Reese Kennedy is who that's going to off the goal kick. That was a bullet up, and all of a sudden, look here, here's Mason Keaton again. Just a tough touch that time, though. Unfortunately, going to track over the touchline. It'll be a goal kick, but what a goal kick by Reese Kennedy. That ball, again, just that little bit of rain we've had this week. It's made this playing surface a little slick. That ball scooted through the defense of Eagleton. Mason got a run on it and played a brilliant ball in the bottom right corner.
Sure did. And By the way, your resident PA announcer here didn't know whether to give the assist to Reese, but I'm going to give him a shout-out on air right now.
Absolutely we will.
That was a great kick, and wow.
A lot of contact over there on Mason.
Oh, we got a flag up. Let's see here.
No, they're just going to say it's a throw-in, but there is a lot of contact over there between Mason Keaton and the young man.
I think the center ref is going over to have a conversation, and he's saying just a throw?
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
I think that was Franklin Zapeta that was the contact with Keaton. All of a sudden, this ball is going to get played into a lot of free space. Wyatt turns, headed on by
nice
Van
header,
Hook.
Van Hook.
Van Hook finds James.
Yes.
James moves into the middle of the field. He's going to play through. Ball's going to the outside to Torres. Torres plays the ball back middle of the field. It's crossed in, deflected. Keaton now with the touch. It's going to be touched off now, and it'll be a throw-in for Eagleton on the far side. Carlos Silvestri will take, but not before a sub-in for Eagleton. Coming in will be Josue Alvarez. Also into the game for Oneida comes George Klein. Coming out for Eagleton will be Wilman Medina Lopez. Alex Jones going to get a breather for the Indians.
Again, rolling in more subs here, keeping them fresh.
The Indians lead 3-2. We have 16:30 left to go on the game clock here at Jane Terry Hoffman Field. District 2 tournament semi-final action here this evening. The Eagleton Royals giving Oneida a little bit of everything that they wanted here. Wyatt Yancey going to shield it off and let Ty Duncan come up and secure. What a boot by Ty Duncan.
Yes.
Kenneth Van Hook run it down. He cannot. All this being seen tonight here on Oneida Indians Live and the IH Sports Network, courtesy of Michael Laxton and United Cumberland Bank. We thank them for sponsoring tonight's contest once again. Also, all of our tech support here for Oneida Indians Live, Clayton Posey along with Greg Bond from IH Sports Network, always helping us out. We thank them for everything that they do for us to get these games on the air for you. The Indians, and all of a sudden now we have a couple of substitutions into the ball game. For Eagleton comes number 20, Balderrama, and number 6 for the Indians coming in, that's Justin Lynch. Also, Caden Cron coming into the game. Alex Jones also going to re-enter. Throw in. Comes back to Jones. Jones plays it up into the middle of the field looking for some space. This one's going to be booted away deep into some open space. Ty Duncan with it.
There we go. Down the middle.
Deep boot. What a one bounce. Can James come up with it? What a header over to Keaton. Keaton's Keaton's shot is saved by Stevens, but what a ball from Ty Duncan. The head by James over to Mason Keaton, but a fantastic save by Eagleton's Braylon Stevens to keep this a one-score ball game. Klein up to James. James plays it off to Jones. This one's going to take a tough hop. Lynch touches off to Jones again. Jones finds James. Tough touch there. It's going to be deflected and a throw in for the Indians. James with a shoulder in the back and no call.
I think that comes from a minute ago. That that keeper, I think he sold it pretty well down there, trying to say Levi had knocked him down, but they were looking for the call. I think that's coming from that, but I didn't see enough contact to warrant that fall earlier. That was a direct shove in the back on this corner down here, though. I'm not sure about that.
Lynch.
Hand.
Can Jones get to it? Nope. It's going to be deflected. It'll be a throw-in. All of a sudden, here comes Levi James, left side, trying to split two defenders. Still battling for it. Still has possession somehow.
Slide tackle underneath
From behind,
it.
and that's going to warrant the whistle.
Who's going to take this?
I don't see it being no, I guess Levi is going to take it.
It's going to be Levi.
Levi James. Going to line it up. Levi looking back post. This one's going to sail over. Can the Indians hold it off in play? They do.
Does.
Back to Miles Laxton. It's going to be taken away, and now the Royals on the move. What a slide tackle by Josh Cole. He impedes play partially. Now going to stay on it, and Wyatt Yancey going to battle it up. Stevens comes out. He'll secure.
And to get up for Josh. What a hustle there, and to get up and right back to the play after that slide. That was beautiful. Good play.
Lynch heads it on. Now all of a sudden here's Ramirez with it. Middle of the field. He finds Mole. Mole.
He did.
He tried to sell that one.
He did try to sell it. He jumped into that one.
He jumped into
it.
He
jumped into it. That's
Josh Cole still gets the boot on it. It's going to go across the touchline. It's going to be a corner kick, but there is no way that you can sell that one off.
Now he's going to the AR on this side of the field to see what he saw.
No, there's no way.
There's.
He is taking his good old time, though, coming across. And they've still not stopped the clock.
They still have not. And that's
very shocking.
That's okay with us at this point. Yeah, it's
and they're going to keep it as the corner.
Corner, Eagleton.
Yeah, I will say this. Valiant effort by the young man Wesley Mole to try to sell that one off.
I think he might have known he was in the box in a one-on-one situation.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
It's still going to be a corner, though, for Eagleton. They have been dangerous on these corner kicks.
They have. We know what they're looking for. They're looking for Gio on this back side here on a header. And, I know Yancey's going to body him up right here. Oh, hey, whoa.
Got to be contact with the goalkeeper there. There's Ty Duncan.
Yes,
what a
definitely
secure.
some contact with the goalkeeper down here. Wasn't called, and now they're looking to I don't – definitely contact with the goalkeeper when uncalled there.
That should – contact with the keeper is an automatic foul call. Most of the time it's a yellow, but they're not going to do anything with it.
Be a drop ball. Here we go. Play on.
Now here's Ty Duncan. I bet you he's going to try to flip that field again, I promise.
I guarantee it.
I just mistouched that one. Still a decent boot, though. Going to travel to the outside. And Keaton and Cron going to run it down on the outside.
Good touch.
Here's Miles.
Good touch.
Miles.
Oh.
And Mason gets a good touch on it, but again,
he did.
It's Stevens with a nice job in the box.
That was a great pass, though. We can't take away from that. That was beautiful.
Lynch battling here on the near side.
Oh.
Ramirez going to get him, though. Ramirez looking to go 1v1 with Wyatt Yancey. Yancey, that length of Wyatt Yancey. Now there's some contact with Klein. They're going to say play on. It's a deep ball. And all of a sudden, here's Mason.
Yes.
Keaton on the run. Keaton with a one touch. Keaton just high. Wow. And that ball is going to go and looks like it's looking for an oil change.
It's a Walmart Plus member. It might get a discount on that. I don't know.
Knocking on the doors.
Two great opportunities right there. Just one sailed right. Well, one hit the keeper right in the hands, and the other one just sailing wide. But that's the aggressiveness we've seen so far. And in this second half, we want to continue to see these last 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, 8 minutes left to go in this one. And Eagleton going to flip fields on the goal kick. They'll get it all the way over here, and it's number 13, Harrison Graves, with possession. Alex Jones marking him, and all of a sudden 2 Indians converge, and here coming through it is Ramirez, and that young man has been a terror. Yancey using the length again. This one battled through. Torres is going to clear through. And now it's a battle between
Ramirez.
Cron and Ramirez just going at it for possession, and all of a sudden now here comes Keaton. Left side. And they're going to call
offside.
An offside.
Little delayed. That's okay. All right. Center official standing right over when Ramirez and who else? George was going out there in the midfield.
Oh, no, Ramirez and Cron.
Cron. We're going at it, in the midfield. Ramirez, great player, but a lot of contact.
Off the back of Yancey. Cleared up. Goes to Ramirez, and yet again, here is Ramirez. He's going to play a ball through, deflected away this time by Kennedy. Torres going to boot it out. One touched. Here's James.
Nice
looking to make a play through. That ball just a little too much gas for that one, as Keaton can't catch up to it. Stevens will come up and secure. Lynch, nice job keeping it down. All of a sudden, he's looking for Mason Keaton. He still has it. Left side of the box. The left foot into the box. Here's James, and he just mistouches. It's across the end line. It's a goal kick.
Wow. Good sequence there. Again, pressure. Great pass, and just an unlucky touch there for Levi. I mean, prime position there to score, but you love the passing right now from his Indians and the aggressiveness.
Tanner Ricker coming out of the ball game. He's replaced by Devin Elliott. Headed on this one to Jones, and all of a sudden here's Gio with it in the middle of the field. Gio Hippolyte-Jean, he looks through for a through ball to Mole on the outside. Wesley Mole makes a turn. He gets him stopped.
Nope. Can't let Ramirez have a look at it.
Ramirez gets a look. It's deflected off, and it's going to be a corner kick for Eagleton.
Corner, Eagleton.
Just noticed, though, something that we'll have to ask Coach Keaton about at the end of the game. We have not seen Ashton Moreland return to the game for the Indians. Mole headed on, and Torres is going to boot it away. James looks to Klein. Klein now back outside to the running Levi James on the outside.
Yes.
Can he catch up to it?
Yes.
No, we're going to say it goes over the line. A sub for Eagleton coming on. Here comes number 18, Carlos Silvestri. He'll come in to give Emilio Aguilar a break.
I know Coach Newport down there telling his defense there's 2 guys who cannot touch it with any green grass in front of them, and that's Ramirez and Hippolyte-Jean these last 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yancey's going to clear it up. Here is Mason Keaton. Trying to get possession. Mole. We'll let this one go all the way out. And Kennedy going to boot it up. What a head by Levi James. And if that's
close.
A foot to the other side, that ball gets all the way through to Keaton. Torres deflects it out, and now he'll clear up. It's going to be a throw-in for Eagleton, though, around midfield. Ramirez will get the throw. No, it'll be Hippolyte-Jean taking the throw. He'll throw it in, and there's Mole. How did Mole get wide open in the box?
That's what every coach.
Alex Jones is going to try to control. You got to get that outside.
There you go. Smart
and that's
play.
exactly what Wyatt Yancey does. Just get it out and clear it.
Get it up the field and out.
You never clear to the middle of the box. Here's Delmar. Delmar looks to the outside. Ball played off, and that's just a tough touch there by number 18 for Eagleton, Carlos Silvestri. Clock stops for the substitution for the Indians. Josh Cole going to come into the game. Cole's going to replace Justin Lynch. Clock does stop. We are at 3.5. Kennedy clears it away. It's headed off.
Great header.
All of a sudden, here comes Mason Keaton. Plays it into some space. Left side of the box. Keaton tries to stop, possesses, gets it taken away. There's Alex Jones, though. He plays middle of the field.
Green grass.
George Klein going to get behind it. He's going to play a ball off, looking towards the goal, but this one's going to sail over the touchline. It's another goal kick for Eagleton, but clock is running, though, and Eagleton running out of time, under 3 to play. Alex Jones turns, heads it on. Here's Mason Keaton trying to shield off. Deflected. Booted off. And Eagleton's going to possess. Middle of the field now. Del Mar with it. Looks up, finds Ramirez. Ramirez makes a nice turn.
Nice.
Now here he comes dribbling through. He's got Josh Cole all over him. Yancey steps. Taken away
Yancey.
and cleared.
He knew what to do. He's been there
Absolutely.
before. We
He's
said it
been
the
there.
other night. He's
Calm, cool, collected.
yes.
Here's Klein.
Wow.
Has Ramirez, though, sticking with him. He takes it away. Ramirez goes over to Sapon. Sapon gets through 2 defenders, but now booted away. That was Miles Laxton trying to boot it away. Now here's Levi James. Levi was looking to get a little bit of clearance with that one, but it does not get all the way through. Eagleton possesses back. Josh Cole going to clear it up. A throw in for Eagleton just in front of the Indians bench. Alex Jones. He'll possess it. He'll play up
Nice
into
ball,
space.
Alex.
Here's Mason Keaton making the run. He sticks with it. There's the left foot. It's deflected away, and it's going to be a corner for the Indians.
Corner, Oneida.
And Oneida can now take their time to get to this one, as there is just over a minute 15 to play. 3-2, the Indians lead. It's a corner kick for Oneida. Alex Jones is going to take it. Plays the ball into the middle.
1 minute.
Played
left.
off. Here's Del Mar with it. And all of a sudden now here comes Ramirez, and he's going to make a tough run up the middle. Ramirez marked by Cron. They play to the outside. They find Wesley Mole on the outside. But Torres clears it up.
Oh.
Foul going to be called.
Wow, all game long. That is went against us.
But all of a sudden now the clock still runs.
Clock's still running. He didn't ask for it.
He never asked for the time to be stopped. They're going to have to take the shot off the free kick. Here's Mole. Shot off. Ty Duncan secures.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the Indians will come away with the victory here in District 2A semifinal action this evening. 3-2, Oneida gets the victory over the Royals. They advance to the District 2A Tournament Championship game on Thursday night. That game, I believe, is going to be at 6:30 Thursday night. Again, the likely opponent, Kingston. It'll be the winner of Kingston and Harriman in that ball game Thursday night. We'll take a break, come back with post-game comments from head coach Derek Keaton here shortly on Oneida Indians Live.
We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number. We have some customers that's been coming here for 30 plus years, and that really means a lot to me and a lot to us when, they feel comfortable just coming in, knowing that they can talk one-on-one to us. We offer online banking. We offer making your deposits at the ATM, but we just really like that face-to-face. If you need to sit down with Tammy Strunk or myself or one of the tellers, we all work as a team trying to get your issues resolved instead of just sending you away with a phone number.
And back here with post-game comments from head coach Derek Keaton. Coach, let's start off with the first half.
Yeah.
The pressure that your gentlemen put on early part of this contest was nothing short of what we had talked about all year long. It was just pressure. And finally, Levi was able to sneak through off a great pass from Mason to give us an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as you know, we were all week talking about making this game fast, and continuing to just let our depth wear on them. And I started off good offensively with good pressure, midfield good pressure. We were starting to have a few mental mistakes in the back end, and in the first half, and it didn't cost us, but there were a couple of close calls. Okay, and so of course we've got a young goalie in there that's not experienced. He's a sophomore, but just learning game by game. And so, but we really felt like after we scored that, and then Mason came back and put one in the back of the net,
That was
and
wiped
then
off, yep.
he slapped the guy. The guy was holding him, and he just slapped him off, and then crushed it, hit it perfectly, and then the referee that changed the whole momentum of the game.
It did.
Because at that point, if we go 2-0, we're going to start to just do what we need to do. But wipe that off. We go to halftime, 1-0.
Yep.
And at 1-0, I'm sitting there thinking, just keep running it, keep pushing, keep doing. You know what I'm saying?
And you started off that way in the second half.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same thing. It just seemed like the remainder of the first half, like you talked about, and the early part of the second half, we had opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah.
It just seemed like every time it was either just a touch that was a little too tough,
Yeah.
had a little bit too much gas to it, or it was a pinball game that somehow – and – now nothing against the young man from Eagleton back there in between the pipes tonight. Braylon Stevens was active back there and had to be.
Yes. When we went, the shot differential in the first half was 14-8.
Yes.
Us. Second half was 15-7. So we basically doubled them up for the game. But it's the quality of shots. I mean, we were getting good quality shots. We just wouldn't put them on frame. It was a little bit of a wet pitch tonight, so we didn't handle that too well. A lot of our pump balls were going out of bounds, slowing the game down, stuff like that. But when we got into the second half and we missed several opportunities to go ahead and make it 2-0,
Yep.
and then they scored.
Yeah,
this one right here.
The ball right here by Tomas Ramirez.
Yes, and that's one that I've been concerned about, Ty. That this is just a little bit of lack of experience. He's been playing a little too far out, and as soon as he hit it, I knew it was going in. You could see it. I had the perfect angle.
From about 40 yards out.
He was standing on between the 6 and the 9, somewhere in there, and you can't do that.
Nope.
I told him here. I said, listen, we got to be able to touch the pole. I mean, because at this level here, that's the one thing that you just learn. And but anyway, he learned it tonight. That gave them great confidence. Come right back, scored again, 2-1. Now, Bo, I'm going to tell you, I like the adversity.
28 minutes to go. You're down 2-1.
Yeah.
You knew the adversity was getting ready to kick in.
Yes, I loved it because, to be honest with you, we've had adversity all year. We had guys going down, hurt and everything. We come right back and scored at the 25-minute to make it 2-2. And then a few minutes later, we come back and Mason drills that one to make it 3-2. And here's the thing. I didn't think our guys wasn't playing hard. They were playing hard all the time. There were just times where we wasn't in sync and wasn't playing smart. You could just tell we were a little off. We would approach the ball two guys, and miscommunication, they'd come out with it. So that's where we've got mental focus from that standpoint. But you got to give Eagleton a lot of credit. They came and played a good ball game.
Absolutely.
They've improved over the year is what they did. I felt like they played smart, hard, and very skilled. At the end of the day, we just didn't execute in front of the net. We should have probably walked away with 5 or 6 goals, but you got to give Eagleton credit. They came to play. It's a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of other guys, you talked about them at the beginning of the game. Gio Hippolyte-Jean, the kid's just an athlete. We've seen that out there. He's a big athlete. He's a big presence up at the top for Eagleton. Another kid that really impressed me for them was the number 11 that had the goal, Tomas Ramirez, out here. And then off the bench, the little midfielder Del Mar that came in gave them a big speed element that they didn't have there on the outside at one point, and it sort of threw us off there when they first came in.
Oh yeah, this is not the team we played 6 weeks ago.
No,
and I felt like that from a skill standpoint, they really handled the middle of the field really well. I was impressed. The coach done a fantastic job. First year of the program. They're going to be a juggernaut to deal with going forward in the future. They got great. Their middle school program is one of the best I've seen this year. I watched them. We got over there and we were warming up and seeing them. But it comes back to this. At the end of the day, when you get to tournament time, you got to find a way to win, Bo. This team just really believed in each other. At halftime, I had to tell them they were a little bit frustrated with some things. Just believe in each other, keep encouraging, it'll be okay. And I love the adversity and how we respond. Championship teams respond that way, Bo. When you're just a little off, you find a way to win. That's what you do, and that's what they did. And I'm so proud of them. Something
I noticed, unfortunately, we did see a substitution come on for the Indians at one point. Ashton Moreland ran a ball down on that far side. Came out, never saw him return. Everything okay there?
He may have something with a growing. I don't know. We'll check and see. We put Alex Torres over there, and then
played some defense for the first time all year.
Yeah, he's got the speed element. He can do that, and of course Josh Cole can do that over there as well. And so, but it's when you get to this point, it's next man up. next man up. And you've seen guys come in that hadn't played the whole game and have some valuable minutes for us. And that's key. Well, I've got 2 or 3 freshmen out there playing extended minutes, and which is awesome. I love those kids. They're doing great. But at the end of the day, Levi, George, Mason have to make plays on the offensive end for our guys to be successful. And those are the 3 that they did. And couldn't be more proud of these guys as well. It's a fun night.
Not sure if the play of the game tonight, of course, the game winner by Mason, but I think it's the ball that was played up to Mason. Reese Kennedy off that goal kick.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable ball that was played through, and it just scooted through. It was a one-touch into the corner.
But I'll tell you this, Bo, when I go back to the pitch, I keep saying this, the pitch was a little wet.
It was.
It was affecting both teams on being able to finish around the goal. And so that had an impact on the game. I asked the coach at Kingston, it was a 1-0 game. Kingston was 1-0. They've been 1-0. He said it was a night we had 30 shots on goal and hit 1. Well, tonight we had 29 shots on goal and hit 3. That is soccer. You can dominate a game and still get beat in soccer. And tonight we did not dominate the game, but we controlled the game from a standpoint of shots, and we had plenty of good-looking shots. But at the end of the day, man, you got to give that team credit. They came in here ready to play. I was very proud of them, and but I can't say enough about our team. They got the grit. It's the grit, and we're going to be just fine. I'm excited about going Thursday night. We've been looking forward to Thursday night.
So now, of course, you get this win tonight. Now you get that 1 day of rest, probably a little short practice maybe tomorrow, something like that, just up to you. But then you got to turn around on Thursday. It's district tournament championship. Going to be 9 times out of 10. It's going to be at Kingston, of course, against a Kingston team who's heavily favored to defeat Harriman tonight. No questions asked. That game earlier this year, a battle from whistle to whistle. No questions asked. You have a healthy Mason Keaton back.
Yep.
How much of an impact does this game on Thursday have for your team's outlook going into the region tournament? Because now you've secured a spot in the region tournament.
Right.
But how much of this game – it's such an impactful game on Thursday because it determines whether you're on the road next week or whether you're playing right here on Jane Terry Hoffman Field.
Well, first off, big-time game. Kingston's ranked, if you look at different places, 2, 3, 4 in the state, and all those things. And they're well worth all that. But I think it comes back to Oneida. Like you was talking about practice tomorrow. We extended tonight. I've told them, here's what we're going to do. I'm big on body maintenance. It's more important that they take care of their bodies, get rest, fuel the body tomorrow than it is a practice. Because at the end of the day, soccer is so mentally grinding. You can get wore down. I don't want them burn out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I want them eager and ready to go. We'll do a short mental thing on Thursday before we leave and go down. And but now this team's going to be locked in. This team will play very well. I go back to right now. This is huge. We go down there and we can figure out a way to win that one and get that one. We'll host here Tuesday against a really good, I'm going to assume a Gatlinburg, Pittman, or a Pigeon Forge team. Okay, and those are good teams over there as well. But one game at a time, Bo. And this team is they've just been amazing. They're resilient, and they've been through a tough schedule. And tonight, if we don't have the tough schedule, we don't win this game.
Probably not.
Okay, because we knew we had the power to come back, and they found a way. And I'm convinced of that. And because this team has been looking at us all year, they knew, and that's okay. We're super excited about it. Love the fans, man. It's a great environment out here, getting to play. Another good crowd, and hopefully we can be back here next Tuesday.
Coach, good win.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Well, I always want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I think, man, our coaches. I tell you, we got some great assistant coaches. Coach Newport does a great job of defense. Coach Barna, you see the work with Ty. He's really put in lots of volume. He's worked with those goalies tons and tons of time, and then Zach does a lot of skill and a lot of drill stuff with us that helps us from the college level, and then Sarah does all the administrative stuff behind the scenes, and then you got my wife that's doing a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. You got my mom and dad over there working session. I mean, it takes everybody. It takes our administration. We're just so blessed here to have good administration and everything. So this doesn't happen by chance. It takes everybody working together. And then you guys, what y'all doing here? Amazing. You guys are really good at this. And I love watching it, especially when I can go back and do scout on these films. It's awesome. It's so good.
Of course, tonight we appreciate the Laxtons and UCB as well for giving us the opportunity to broadcast this game tonight. Hopefully get that win on Thursday. We can do this again next week for the region tournament.
That's what we're going for. It's been the goal all year. So
good win, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Post-game comments from head coach Derek Keaton as the Indians get the win tonight here over the Royals of Eagleton by a final of 3-2. For everyone involved with the broadcast this evening, Lucas Laxton on the camera, Riley Laxton, Sarah Dunlap with photos and photography for us this evening. Special thanks to our tech gurus back at home base, Clayton Posey, Greg Bond down at the IH Sports Network. We thank you for all of your help. For Stuart Jones, this is Bo Kids signing off. Indians victorious tonight over Eagleton 3-2. You've been watching Oneida High School Soccer right here on Oneida Indians Live.